here are our lovely sponsors. And in the red, the bottom left, mentored by Slayer's Boxer, losing to MC, he is
Slayers, yo!
Thank you, Octurus Mixed. You never got to see the single player. Oh, wait, hold on. I've got to do this. Over here in the upper right, we have John's favorite card game.
Slayers YugiOh.
I actually find Kerrigan's voice in the Korean version to actually be sexier than in the English version.
Really? I find Zeratul's voice to be kind of sexy because it's like got that mysterious quality where you don't know where it came from.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because you can't see him because he's invisible.
You talk to him on the phone, and it's like, I like his voice. I wonder if he's tall. But
then
you won't
can't
know
ever tell. Dark
yeah,
Templars actually are not very shallow people. They don't care what each other looks like because they can't see each other unless they're near an observer. And not every Dark Templar can afford an observer. It's just not the case. And I mean, unless you go to the mall where there's photon cannons, you just have to care about the person and who they are.
See, I know how tall all my Dark Templars are because I make them wear top hats that are not cloaked.
Ah, that's really smart.
Yeah. Although beanies go well on the Dark Templar's head too.
Do they?
Well, look at the shape of a Protoss's head, man. That's made for beanies.
Ah, I got you, Tasteless.
You're welcome, people.
Yeah.
Quick expand here for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Looks like we're just going to see a very quick expand for Ryung as well.
And the Marine will spot the drone here.
Well,
so there'll be a little bit of downtime here, guys.
Indeed.
Just sit tight. Get another plate of nachos.
Nachos are great. You know what? I got my new bag of guacamole a few days ago, but I have nothing to eat them on. Nothing to eat my guacamole in.
You need to get some chips, man. You need to get on that.
I have some chips, but I don't want it with just chips. Like, I want, I don't know. I need to...
I think nachos would be the best food to eat to watch StarCraft with.
It is, actually. Every OSL Finals is a little nubbling. In StarCraft 1, I would make a plate of nachos.
Yeah, man. I don't actually like put all this stuff on there and microwave it or anything. What I do is actually just get my dip and my chips. I used to have this great cheese dip I'd get at the grocery store, Aldi's in the States.
Yeah.
And it was like so good. This cheese dip.
Was it like queso?
I don't know what it was. It was probably just a bunch of chemicals that'll,
It wasn't even cheese at all. Had nothing to do with cheese. Just called cheese.
Well, it's just, I don't know.
It was like cheese
dip.
whiz out of a can. Like, no, Tasteless, that's nasty.
It's not healthy. All right, so we have the the factory now here. I almost said second barracks. The factory coming up here. And this is pretty standard what they're doing here. They both played against each other. The map is big. They don't want to take any risks early on. And, risk getting behind, basically.
Exactly. Well, Reactor to Hellion after Expand. Going to be Ryung's strategy of choice here.
He just killed the automaton. He just shot an innocent automaton on the map.
Well, he doesn't want the AI to take over Tasteless.
He's like, what are you doing here? He's like, well, I can do whatever I want. I'm autonomous.
Look, the singularity is coming, and that Marine isn't having any of it.
You made me do my little girl giggle.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to have a starport going up. This means that we'll probably see some Hellion drops coming. Maybe throw out a Viking as well. I love builds like that where there's one quick Viking out as well.
Yeah, to clean up the
you're
overlords.
Doing drops and removing overlords.
I've seen Select do that a lot. It's really good.
Yeah. He selects his builds very wisely.
Nice.
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 We like high five.
We like do like bros. I'm like, noise. All right. Zergling killed. Nothing safe over here. Not Zerglings, not automatons.
Nothing. Ryung is actually evil. Hellions parting ways.
I know.
They saw each other do unspeakable acts to Zerglings and have decided that, they meet up again and do it again. These two are meant for each other.
They're partners in crime. Okay, the layer's done. I think we're going to have Spire, I would assume. Maybe an Infestation Pit. Probably a Spire, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. Spire.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more of a Spire player in this matchup for sure, I would say. Very few people actually still go for the Infestation Pit before the Spire. It's much harder to pull off, especially with the new slightly nerfed fungal. DPS is pretty hard to use against medevac Marines.
The Hellions, this is the whole point of this build. They can just control the map really easily.
That is right.
And, of course, control the creep as well. And that could be a pretty big deal because it doesn't matter as much early on, but in the mid-late game when Terran's doing that push, the creep needs to be as not far out as possible. So because the creep tumors increment out, you can kind of hold that off here. I don't know if this drop's going to work.
Yeah, I don't think it is. You know, Ryung's going to have to pick up and get out of there. 2 queens plus speedlings on creep. Not going to happen. Does send one in for scouting purposes. Sees exactly what's going on, which is a Spire. Nothing at all out of the ordinary from either player.
Not bad here by Ryung. I thought, gosh, I don't think a drop's going to work on a map this far apart, but if you can do some scouting with it, that's fine.
Yeah.
And
if he's going to use the medevac anyways.
Yeah.
It heals stuff, too.
It does.
Believe it or not, there is a flying transport
well, the Terran
ship that
have
heals
a
things.
Great health insurance system.
They do.
Unlike
Absolutely.
the States. So we have Zerglings doing a little dance. It's a mosh pit over there of Zerglings.
Third base is going up for Ryung.
Look at that.
That's
Zergling mosh
wild,
pit.
man. It's absolutely crazy.
Those Zerglings listen to thrashcore. All right, we got some mutas out here. And I do like the Zergling Mutalisk style nowadays a little bit more than just Zergling Muta Baneling. Because some of these Terrans think they can push early. It doesn't matter if you have Siege Wood or not. I have enough Zerglings and Mutas with speed.
Yeah, I love that style, and I'm so excited that YugiOh did it for a bit. Because we never seen anyone do that since Zenix's line fell out of the GSLs, all the codes. We really haven't seen it. So, yeah, I really hope that we can see some more of that from him. So far, he's made no banelings. He has a baneling nest, which is fine. You can get that. But if you're just focusing all your gas, because we so often see, like 8 banelings just made, bam?
Yeah.
That's 2 more mutas you could have in your flock.
Exactly.
Just keep spending that gas on the upgrades that you need and the Mutalisks, and you're going to do more and more damage. I don't know how heavy he's going to go this time. The baneling nest is a lot quicker, so I think he's a little bit more wary of Ryung's style here.
When I think Ryung, I think its weakest matchup is TDP. His best
I would
TDP.
tend to agree. I would definitely agree with his best being TVT, man. That's truer things can't even be said.
Yeah.
He's one of the
that's why he's
very
gotten
best
so
at that.
deep in some of our, Terran-heavy tournaments.
Yeah, it's calm TVT, man.
It's his matchup to putting ink on a tournament with a bunch of PvP players.
That is the case. 10 mutas on the way right now. Wow. That is a big clump of mutas going to pop out. And +1's going to be done when they are out. We're going to have some sick Mutalisk harassment, Tasteless.
All right, the Marines are out. The Hellions and everything else just kind of staying with the siege tanks and the SCVs. He wants to take this third base location, which will trigger YugiOh to take a fourth. Basically, guys, Zerg always wants to be one expansion ahead.
Yeah.
Actually, they're supposed to be one expansion ahead. It's not just like then Zerg has an advantage. That's just the way a balanced ZVT should look.
Well, yeah, Zerg, for the most part, is very cost inefficient. So you really do need those extra bases against both races. Now, he needs to do more than take just one more base, though, I feel. I really feel like he needs to throw up 2 hatcheries right now. He's getting a lot of great upgrades. He's getting that +1 carapace for his mutas, which already have +1 attack, and baneling speed, +1 carapace for his ground units as well.
Is he going to get that depot? Nope, SCV comes over and repairs it. But that was good. He forced Marines to stem.
Yep. Didn't really take any damage. A very good harassment.
So we got a drop over here, and this is going to be spotted by an Overlord. And almost near collision there. In air.
Probably go right through that Overlord.
Yeah.
Well, we do have some banelings on the way. Baneling speed almost done. He's going to go ahead with this drop, and YugiOh actually, I guess, didn't see it.
Yeah, I guess not.
And that's actually really painful, man.
Uh-oh. He's almost
What am I seeing here? He's absolutely not paying attention.
I don't know what he's doing with these Mutalisks. I guess he wants to counterattack? Oh, this is a bad idea.
This is a lot of mutas. And taking out quite a bit so far.
He did lose a good number of mutas there, but...
Yeah, he did, but doing some damage. Taking out a good number of stuff.
Now he has Zerglings attaching a hatchery. YugiOh not with his best game here.
No, he's. It seems like the pressure is adding up on him. He's trying so hard right now. He wants this so badly, but he's not staying as calm as Ryung, whose supply is really catching up.
Yeah, it's 133 for Ryung, 148 for YugiOh. But Zerg normally do get a supply lead here before they get a supply explosion. They jump up to 170 right away. Yeah, but YugiOh didn't quite deal with that drop as well. He didn't quite target down those turrets the way he should have. And I'm a little bit concerned for the guy.
I am as well. He's making a lot of banelings, getting those pathogen glands also.
Oh.
But Ryung is just playing pretty safe, man. Look at this. Great defense. He's setting up a 4th base, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh's 4th base is just barely mining. He has like a few drones there, so...
Oh, no!
Jeez.
Ouch. 2 mutas killed there.
You know, I think he's not going to make any more mutas either. He's got the 1/1 upgrades, but it looks like he's pretty much done on mutas. He wants to go into infestor play. He is getting a hive as well, just starting now.
He really is not following these drops. All right.
And, well, that was destined for failure.
Yeah. But there's another drop over here where the drones are taking out a lot of these workers. Very frustrating thing for Zerg to have to transfer their workers because you always end up transferring the wrong number back if you're not careful. And getting lower, 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 lower.
He does not want to lose that, but it looks like we're going to have Ryung just settle for being very cost efficient here. The mutas don't look to be on the way, so this is going to continue to be pretty cost efficient.
You know, that was pretty impressive. He took a good number of Zerglings and beans there before.
Yu-Gi-Oh's being sloppy, man. I mean, you can micro around your own extractor. That is not against the rules of StarCraft. Dude, these Zerglings on creep are freaking me out. They're so quick.
I know, it's pretty scary. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh's done a great job of pushing creep this game. I love how with each season of GSL, the Zergs are getting better and better and better at moving the creep out.
It's definitely something we're going to see continue, Tasteless. Eventually, there's going to be creep in the Terran base when they land their command center. It's going to be sick.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, now we have the destructible rocks being taken out here. There are a few infestors out here, so we need to see fungal, and I love the mass spine crawlers.
Yeah.
That just forces siege mode. It slows the Terran down. It turns them into a state of leapfrogging instead of just moving forward.
We also have a Nidus and a Greater Spire on the way. I am loving this, Tasteless. You know, when he flies in anywhere to harass with his mutas, he can throw down a Nidus there as well, and really abuse how long the map is for Ryung.
I don't know where you drop in this base. I guess you drop where that spine crawler is. All right. To each his own.
Well, looks like still a few left over. Gotta be careful. As Greater Spire is there. You cannot lose that thing.
Siege tanks are getting closer and closer. Nice little fungal there on the siege tanks. Not going to do too much damage to them. So you got about, what, 20%? 1/5 of their life, something like that.
Right now we have to see Yu-Gi-Oh being careful here. You know, this is a dangerous area. You can't attack into all those siege tanks.
They are both maxed.
Yeah. And Corruptors are on the way as well as an Ultralisk Cavern. So we are going to see... Oh, and Ghost Academy as well. So Ryung is on top of everything. His 3/3 is about to finish. The upgrades right now for Yu-Gi-Oh! He does have that +2 carapace on ground, which is oh so important. And no upgrades for attack though.
Nidus worm up over here.
Oh, and this is... You got to be careful. And pretty good banelings so far.
Could have been better.
Yeah. Still all right. Still an okay job.
There's been worse things to happen in a game of StarCraft 2, but meanwhile we have the Terran now moving out in the middle of the map.
A lot of starports being made for extra Vikings. Infestor's trying to hold everything back. And we do have 5 Broodlords being made, Tasteless.
Nice.
Oh my.
All right, I love these spine crawler player. You know, Zerg gets so many minerals this late in the game. You might as well make a bunch of spine crawlers so that they have a siege. Broodlords are done.
And this is actually looking pretty cool right now, Tasteless. Even though Ryung has a ton of bases and a ton of supply, there's a good amount of Broodlords out right now. A good amount of Infestors as well. And in fact, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to kill off a lot of these units here, basically for free.
YugiOh is doing a great job. These mutas actually doing a great job picking up the siege tanks as they retreat. Siege tanks slower than Marines. The Marines need to stim, turn back, and try to save these tanks if they can, but oh so too late.
Oh so too late.
Oh so too late.
Well, we do have Ghosts on the way. We have a lot of Vikings making 4 at a time right now. He's got to be careful with his anti-air here. Both players, in fact. And this is going to be a very important micro moment in this game, Tasteless. We have we have 5 Broodlords up here, and then we also have a lot of Infestors. They're spread out. They don't want to be EMP'd. He's going to have to fungal the Vikings, get those mutas in there to kill them off. But, oh, the muta's going down. He can
Only
just...
one
oh,
meter
no.
left. Actually, excuse me, there's a
Little
bunch
pack
more left
blown.
now that we see back there.
That's all right.
But the Greater Spire is now killed off inside the main.
Oh, no.
So no more Broodlords. He has to restart that Spire and then, Greater Spire. So he will have to go into Ultralisk tech now. We do see 8 Ultralisks on the way.
Yeah, huge spread of Vikings right now, just massacring Broodlords. The Infestor's not being used very well, and now he's going to have to rely upon his Ultralisk
nice
army.
fungal here on the Vikings.
Yeah, that's actually really nice. Look at that. Those are all going to go down right there.
EMP's being shut up here, but missing the Infestors. More fungals.
He's going to lose the Infestors, man.
Talk about a slugfest.
It's not worth losing those Infestors to call up a few extra Vikings, especially when you lost your Greater Spire. He's got to keep those alive to help out with the Broodlords. I mean, not the Broodlords, the Ultralisks.
They're moving out here again. These Marines are looking pretty scary. Looks like this bottom part of the map. The Marines will move through with ease. The Ultralisk now coming up here. Vikings being used to take out Overlords everywhere. This may supply block the Zerg if the Zerg is not oversaturated on Overlords.
Ryung is looking very good right now. I cannot really tell you how painful this is for Zerg to lose your tech, to lose your Infestors. Now he's going Ultra Ling against a player who can suddenly start pumping out Marauders. Oh man, there's ghosts out there with a lot of energy. The Overlords are going down. This is a very hard spot for Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right, the Midas Worm, nothing going to come out there. That is a lot of Ultras, though.
That is a
FYI.
lot. Decides to just take some damage and lose one, then run away.
That is, I think, what we call a throng of Ultralisks.
A throng.
Yes. Now you guys know. Well, gosh, we're sort of in this point in time where neither player can kill the other one. They both have very respectable armies. And the Terran especially is very turtle up. He needs to secure the upper left location, which is, he should fungal, actually, at this point in time. If Zerg denied Terran the upper left location, YugiOh will stay in the lead. And this is just not going to work. YugiOh just 2 on top of his game.
Yeah. We'll lose that Ultra. No, barely not.
Marauders are pretty good.
Doesn't end up losing it. Very close supplies right now, but
Zerg supply blocked actually at 185.
Yeah, those Vikings have been nothing but annoying.
Well, this is what happens when they start to get they kill off all your Broodlords, you switch into Ultras, and the Ultras can't go into the Terran's base and kill them. The Vikings do get the liberty to just kind of move around the map.
Yeah, and they take that liberty quite often. And the Ultra's still looking for a place to engage. One problem I'm seeing here is he's walking around with pure Ultra. He really needs to get something else in there with them.
Something.
Yeah, it's pretty scary to attack with just Ultras. You actually... Ultras soak up a lot of damage and can be cool as damage sinks, but when there's like Marauders mixed in and stuff, you need something else in there.
Yeah, you can see what 12 Stim Marauders will do against 12 Ultras.
Yeah, it's... Those are funny numbers to point out, but yeah, you're about right.
It's true. You'll be like, those are 12 Marauders. I can't attack that with 12 Ultras. I'd be a fool. Nice job here with the Vikings, really making those active units.
Yeah. He's actually doing so well with the Vikings. The Vikings are making huge differences in this game. They're both maxed.
Oh my god, he's using SCVs to take out...
Oh my god, he actually just did that. He used all that energy to kill off those SCVs. I cannot believe it.
Talk about a reflexive move. All right, now he's got the army again, but there are nukes on the way. We will see nukes in this game. All right, EMP.
Sickest
my
EMPs.
God.
Does fungal those ghosts and then only kills one.
And those Ultras there. Those are people Marauders. I'm getting out of here.
This game is becoming so unfathomably cost efficient for Ryung. He killed a bunch, got rid of a bunch of energy, got rid of a bunch of hit points, lost one ghost. That's what just happened in that.
Yep.
And that is not a situation you can be in as Zerg. You absolutely cannot. Ryung has a gigantic bank, over 5k minerals, over 2k gas. Whereas, there's still good bank for Zerg, but it's not big enough.
Well, it's sad because the Zerg can't quite get anywhere or do anything. Terran has less of the map and everything, but Terran is just airtight. Yeah, with the amount of money he's stockpiling here. We have the Zerg now moving in here. Or, excuse me, the Terran instead. And he's going to definitely be able to deny that expansion. And as I say that, he backs up. I don't understand.
Well, all right, a couple Ultras are on the case tasteless. Oh, there they all are. That's a fearsome army. but the ghosts are going to make it very hard to use. He actually needs to do something. He decides now is the time. Beautiful EMPs.
Oh my God!
Huge
just
EMPs.
Bungle on the siege tank, so I guess they can't run away. And all these Ultralists are going to be turned into oatmeal.
Oh man!
That is why you need to have Zerglings with your Ultralists, or something else with your Ultralists besides Disinfestors.
Yeah,
and that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back, and now that camel is in a wheelchair.
Well, we have 23 Mutos on the way, so this is actually a super interesting tech change. Obviously, Marauders, not so good against Mutas. They're okay against Mutas, but they aren't so good against Mutas like they are against everything else. So, we're gonna... Oh, man. But anyways, with these 23 Mutas, I think what we're gonna see is him just abusing Ryung. Running around, trying to hit the main base, taking out facilities, anything he can possibly do. Very nice.
Again, a bunch of little drops over. He knows that main mobile army is gone. The hatchery taken out. And I think it's only a matter of time, Artosis, before he moves that army of his to the bottom center starting location after this drop and wipes the rest of this stuff out. I think YugiOh has been worn out.
Well, we will see. His last try is going to be the Mutas. He's even making 8 more and getting another plus carapace. In fact, he has +2 attack on him already. So this is actually going to be a panic moment for Ryung. He's going to use snipes, he's going to use whatever he can, but there are not actually that many Marines out, and his upgrades are okay. So look at this, running some Lings up. I love this late game tech switch, very intelligent move, because nothing else is going to work for him. So this is a great last try.
You know, you really should go for those reactors. Try to
very good
number
point.
of Marines coming out. Looks like he's going to run away, but he can go elsewhere, of course, with these.
Yeah. He's going to keep flying all over the place. The Vikings trying to be doing something, but...
Oh, nuke.
With 0-0, not going to do a lot. Ooh, that's a good nuke placement. Indeed. I don't know if
Is YugiOh going to react? This will get the drones that are there. Here it comes.
Oh, this is going to be brutal. Oh. The drones suddenly turned towards the nuke and went towards it, man.
Yeah.
That was pretty suicidal.
Pretty rough.
You may as well be at ground zero, though, right?
Well, I probably watched the nuke as it hit. All right. So now this expansion is going to go down. The Mutas were effective, but I don't think they were effective enough. As you can see, our maxed out Terran just keeps retreating back towards that planetary fortress. How many minerals are in the Zerg's expansions? I think it just says the bottom right one, right?
Just check. Let's see. The bottom right one, yeah, you're right. That's all he's mining from. He's mining from one base. So using this huge flock of Mutas, you can see he's actually lost about 10 Mutas since he made the huge group, which is pretty painful.
Nuke that. I could see the Zerg not seeing that.
And in fact, he has to remake the Spire. The Spire did get lost during all this mayhem, all this death and destruction. And, well...
Uh-oh, he's going to go for nukes on this one. Look out! Ooh. Oh, now that hatchery's a little bit injured, and I think he realizes now, uh-oh. Can't really spot that.
That's a lot of drones, Tasteless.
It is. And that nuke is going to hit.
Nice nuke.
He can even nuke again. And
huge
we have an engagement here. He needs to stim and run the hell out of there.
I love that he's running around with a huge Marauder force against Mass Muta.
Right?
He's like, whatevs. And nice surround so far. The Banelings, though, you don't want to use them on Marauders. They have to hit the Marines. And I think we're going to be seeing a GG pretty quick here, Tasteless.
Yeah, YugiOh is
nothing
doing
left
too
for
much
him.
of a good job.
Ryung is, I mean, he's got too much. He's at 180. He's 5K, 2K bank against a nothingness bank with 134 supply. It's just a matter of YugiOh looking at the game and be like, all right, I can't win. But he's still got that flock of Mutas like before, so we'll see. He'll just do what he can.
We got 2 more nukes on the way, and I think there's not much more time left here. As you can see, he's like, maybe I can get in here with these Mutas, but guess what? SCVs repair turrets that fast.
And they have +2 armor on those.
Yeah.
He's getting every upgrade. 3 nukes on the way. YugiOh is completely dead at this point. There's absolutely no way. You give his controls an ST, he's not even going to win.
Yeah, I mean, MMA Ryung has played way too well in this game. He actually sniped Banelings. He just did that, Artosis.
Yeah, he did it.
Take it all in, guys. He just sniped Banelings.
Well, he certainly has the leisure, too.
The leisure. Oh, he's even going to nuke this location? Well, that's overkill.
He's going to nuke those minerals.
All right.
Just in case his Marines didn't kill all the drones that were there.
Cancels it now.
Oh, he shouldn't have. Everything just went there. Launching more and more nukes.
All right. These spine crawlers are in trouble. Oh my God, so many drones killed. Yeah, guys, expect GG pretty soon.
He's sniping drones.
Oh no! That was pretty badass. GG.
GG. All right, so Ryung still in it.
What is he eating? Is that chocolate?
I think it might have been. Maybe
You know
he
what?
went trick-or-treating yesterday.
Yeah,
He's-
maybe you guys chocolates. You ever get the guy who like gives you like what is it, the candy corns?
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, nobody eats candy corns.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat them, but you know, give me a Twix bar. Give me jelly beans.
Not enough people actually gave Twix out when I was a kid.
That's because you're from the bad neighborhood, Artosis.
Terrible neighborhood.
I had once a guy give me a
I'm
bag
from
of
the
popcorn.
wrong side of the tracks,
You're from the
Stasis.
ghetto. Watch out if you're coming from Artosis' hood. That was a great game. That really
was. It was
highlighted
a lot of fun.
Ryung's Terran versus Zerg skills, which are pretty epic, by the way. I love how he waited that entire game. He said, all right, guess what, Zerg? You're going to run out of money soon. And when you start to run out of money, you're going to have to expand towards my base. And once you start expanding towards me, it's very easy for me to poke you, and take out your expansions.
I liked a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh's play, but he made some big mistakes. When he was attacking with the Broodlords, that was like a weird-sized army. It was a weird army composition. He was attacking into a planetary. That's like a location where Terran can sit and repair and take his time to dismantle your army. And, I mean, he lost some mutas, and then he flew back, and then a ton of Vikings came in and spread out, and he wasn't really using infestors that much, and just nothing worked out for him. So
we're going to have a 5-minute break. When we get back, we'll have more excellent Codex action here at GSL.